Hey there, everybody. Franklin Taggart here. Welcome to the virtual coffee break. Here's my coffee. Grab yours. Let's have a chat for a moment. Here it is, Thursday evening, and I had a really wonderful day. Had three pretty amazing phone calls. A couple of them with friends, and one of them with a new person who may at some point become a client. But all three phone calls were just very rich and gave me a deep sense of, just a deep sense of connectedness today. And I really needed it. Here in Colorado, just like a lot of other places in the U.S. and around the world, we have had a very, very, very hot and dry summer. And, I'm not going to get into the climate change thing here right now, but today we had yet another day of well over 90 degrees temperature Fahrenheit, which for us, we usually have some breaks in the weather. And this year, I can't think of any real significant breaks that we had that were longer than a day, right? And we're about ready to have a couple of days where the highs are in the 60s. And in fact, on Saturday, I think our highs are going to be somewhere in the low 50s, which is fairly cool. It's not unheard of for us to get snow here in September. So by the end of the month, who knows what's going to happen. But this is the longest time that I can remember those 90 plus degree days happening for as long as they did and without respite. And it got me to thinking about the time periods in our careers and in our business when extreme circumstances tend to carry on longer than we're used to. And one of the things that comes to my mind is that there are periods in our businesses when things are going beautifully well, and we're getting we're generating a lot of revenue, and we're reaping the benefits of all of the work that we've done. And then there are other time periods in our businesses and in our careers when we are kind of fallow, to not find a better word to call it, but it's a season where productivity isn't as high and revenues aren't as high. Things slow down. Sometimes they come to almost a stop, if not a full stop. And we're left to wonder, well, what does this mean? What is this, how should I take this? And there are some people who will say, well, it's a sign from the universe. And there are other people that just say, no, it's just it's a part of the cycle. The big cycle is one that includes, periods of highs and periods of lows, just like the weather. But there are some seasons, like the one that we've had this summer, where an extreme pattern holds on for a longer time than maybe we hoped for, or that we can tolerate very well. And I can't tell you, there have been a number of people that I know this year who they're still doing the entrepreneurship thing, but they have taken either part-time and in some cases full-time work to just get by, just so that they'll have, some kind of measurable stability, right? And they're getting through that. They're getting through one of those time periods in their business when things are kind of in a low holding pattern, and they're working on pulling out of that pattern, but they're taking on other work just to get through while they can. And so those are some of the things that I've been thinking about. It's like there are time periods in my business where, you know, I haven't gained a new client in a month or two. And then there are other time periods when client relationships kind of reach their natural ending point, or a pausing point at least. And those folks take some time off or leave altogether. And I haven't been marketing, and therefore I have big holes in my schedule. And, you know, right now is one of those periods in my business. And it's one of those things where, you know, there were several months there where I had steady clients going on. Everything was rosy. I had a lot of time to work on, you know, finishing courses and getting some creative projects started and finished. And all of that was great. And then, one by one, the clients that I had started saying, you know, I think I'm good. We've had, you know, and I've reached a point where I either need to take a break, or I just need to stop for a while, or I just need to stop altogether. And in that time period, I wasn't actively marketing because I didn't think that I had to. Now, I'm actively marketing again, right? For me, what that looks like is just getting out more, getting out and making contact with both new people and people that have worked with me before, and just reconnecting with folks and letting them know, hey, this is the stuff that I've been doing in the last year. I don't know if you've been aware of it or if you've seen it yet, but take a look and see if there's anything interesting there for you. Now, the other thing that's interesting to me is that in that year of, you know, of learning and honing and creating, my mission has changed somewhat. It used to be spread out a little bit, and now it's a lot more specific. The mission that I've got right now is specifically about helping people build the relationships that they need to succeed in the direction that they're going in. Whether that's a creative direction, like an artist who wants to, you know, build a successful career, or maybe it is a creative freelancer who wants to build a successful business. I am really focused on helping them understand that what their marketing is building relationships that lead to some kind of meaningful exchange, shall we say. And so I'm all about the relationships. I've always been about the relationships. And this year, that has come very clear for me. I am all about helping people form strong relationships with their clients, customers, and audience. And that's where my focus is going to be for the next little while. So, like I said, I have faith that the weather will change. Just like I have faith that the pattern of people ending will give way to another pattern of people beginning to work with me. It's all a part of the cycle. It's all a part of the atmosphere. It's all a part of the way that the weather patterns work, right? So I don't get too worried about it. There are some times when I go, universe, what do I need to do differently? Most of the time, the universe is pretty silent about that. In any case, those are the things that are on my mind. But I want to encourage you that if you are going through one of those seasons where kind of an extreme pattern is holding on, and it just seems like it won't let go, just know that there will be a break in the weather. You can count on it. We don't know when. We don't know how long you have to wait. But there will be a change. And the best thing that you can do is to cope with the patterns that are showing up. You know, if it rains, get out an umbrella. You know, so if your business all of a sudden gets really busy again, be prepared for that. If it's not busy for a while, there are ways to prepare for that too. There are seeds that you could be planting out there. There are things that you could be doing to prepare the way for new clients to come to you, or new business to come to you, or new opportunities, whatever it is that you're looking for. There are things that you can do, no matter what the season is, to be on a positive track. So I hope that this has been helpful and interesting to you. I had a wonderful interview today. It's not an interview. It was another deep dive discussion with my two friends, Audrey Holst and Erica Holthausen. And that's going to be coming up sometime in the near future. Tomorrow, I'm not going to be releasing a full-length episode. I just don't have anything in the can right now. I'm not ready for it, so I'm just going to do another coffee break tomorrow. And I'll be back next week again with more coffee breaks and another full-length episode. So that's what's going on here. And I am looking forward to getting my flannels and my sweatpants out on Saturday and just enjoying some cool, rainy Colorado weather. However it is where you are, I hope it's good. And thank you, as always, for tuning in and for spending this time with me. See you again tomorrow. So long.